Peace. I said I wasn't gonna post any more videos, man, but I keep seeing new stuff, man. And while the whole West Coast is crip walking till they not like us, and the clubs is banging a joint from Cali to Atlanta, Georgia, you got some people who still feel like Drake response, because he did respond, gotta give him credit. Drake's response is holding up, but it's a wrap. It's over. He's finished. Stick a fork in him. Call it corner. The battle is over. It's done. I don't know if y'all seen the responses to Metro Boomin's BBL Drizzy instrumental. A gang of talent all over the world is jumping all over that. Meanwhile, K-Dot, he just seemed like he just having a bunch of fun. He dropped a bop that, is a banger, and Drake's response was just lackluster. It was uninspiring. He sounded defeated, man. He thought he had like an ace up his sleeve, like he was going to drop that and like, oh, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And y'all trying to say like, yo, why y'all trying to defend this perv so bad? I know why, though. I know why. Because the video that resurfaced, what Drake did on stage with like a 17-year-old, and, that being in a relationship with a 16-year-old and all that, that don't mean nothing to these guys. You know why? Because they partake in the same shit. They do the same thing. They mess with underage girls. You know that scene in Straight Outta Compton where they're like having an orgy with a bunch of groupies? That shit goes on tour, goes down on tours all the time. And not just hip hop, in the music scene, rock and roll, all that shit. And a lot of those girls tend to be underage. So if there's cats who are in the industry who are just ignoring that shit, it's because they don't give a fuck. Because this is what they do. There's a reason why, you got like a lot of artists who are a little bit in the game, but then they pull back and they're reclusives, kind of like Kendrick. They don't stay in the limelight too much, and they just come out of shadows when they want to drop some music or everything, because they don't want to be a part of this toxic ass culture, man, where people will do anything for fame, anything for money. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you gotta, like, parents who got young ones who are talented in the game, you gotta surround them, you gotta protect them. And I emphasize, I tell people, like, you're going to go on tour, bring your lady, bring your girl. You know what I'm saying? It's wild, man, but I don't know. I think that, I don't know, that's kind of like, that's going to go on forever, because people are always going to be trying to take advantage of people. And just, when people have so much money, they just try to do things that they could not normally do before. Malcolm talked about this in his book with the whole talcum powder thing, like when he would go to like rich folks' houses and they had these sick fetishes. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just so rich and they got all this money, they don't know what to do with it, so they just try just crazy ass things. Or they'll just do crazy ass things to people just because they can. Especially those who, have a certain flaw in their nature, right? Us doing that, Elijah taught us that, we righteous in our nature. So while we doing that, I would never understand why we want to be like them. You know what I mean? Like what Ice Cube say, who are they to be equal to? Study your own, accept your own, and be yourself. Study where you come from and what you did, and what you left, what your people left a mark on the world. Teaching civilization to other people, you know what I'm saying? I read one time that there is no record of domestic abuse in ancient Kemet. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's something we should study. But anyways, I know a lot of people, even though it's not about them, a lot of people don't care about the nature of who we are and where we come from. or they would apply it, you know what I'm saying? They want to be European so bad. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stop defending Drake. Dude's garbage. He's whack. He put up a good fight. He gave his best effort. I was impressed, but yo, it wasn't coming close to fucking with what K. Dot dropped and put out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us already knew this was what was going to be the outcome. I think with J. Cole would have been like more. I mean, I was shocked that Drake kept coming. That Drake was game. That, you know, and for me, you know, I don't listen to Drake's music, so I don't know like a lot of his bars and his acumen and, you know, his skill set, because I base my stuff. I really base my stuff off like the few joints I heard, and plus that Funk Flex performance, which I will never be able to get over, because didn't nobody say shit about it when it went down, and I seen what was coming. You feel me? And, you know, a lot of cats like me, we seen how whack hip-hop was getting, so we just kind of fell back. You know, when a cat like Nas would drop, or Jay Electronica, Stickman, cats, you know, we like, you know, we would listen to those, but we don't really follow the culture or the game, right, the way we used to when we was in it, right? So this battle brought me back in it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of ignorant to a lot of things as far as Drake goes, because, you know, a lot of cats whose opinion I respect, they said, you know, Drake is nice. And I heard some shit, you know, I like that whole, you know, A minor, you gotta be sharp. You thought you have D flat, but D major. It was nice, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? Because when I first heard the song, I'm listening to, you know, well, no, that was the other one. But yeah, I mean, yo, check out that BBL Drizzy challenge, man. The incredible talent that's jumping on that shit. I think that's real dope. Shout out to Metro Boomin for that, man. One of the most craziest weeks in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? One of the most craziest weeks in hip hop for sure. But yeah, man. That's all I gotta say on it right now. You know what I'm saying? I think anyways, yeah. Peace.